Sudhanshu Trivedi of the BJP, Suresh Prabhu is former Minister of Power in the NDA government. Now he's associated with the Modi government. Gaurav Bhatia of the Samajwadi Party, Ajoy Kumar of the Congress Party, now in the studio, is a new Congress spokesperson, and Rahul Narvekar of the NCP. So my first question to Ajoy and to Rahul Narvekar here is, there has to be, when civilians are being targeted in our country, this politics, taking digs at the Prime Minister, this is regrettable. This situation calls for unity across political lines. It's a challenge to the country and a unified support, not to a political party, but to our armed forces. But why have you made it political?
Arnab,
where's the insecurity
I just
here?
want you to...
Where's the insecurity
But I want you to rewind. When Mr. Modi, when he was not the Prime Minister, kept tweeting across the campaign and criticizing Mr. Manmohan Singh's government, and at that time it was not political. Everybody said, no, one sec, let me complete. They said at that time it was a political issue, the PM is weak, there is nobody, the problem is...
No, you want to rewind, I'll tell you. No, you want to rewind, I'll tell you. I would like to rewind to, I would like to rewind to how Manmohan Singh responded to the beheading of an Indian soldier. You said there ought to be a tactical response and less jingoism. No, one second.
Yeah.
Manish Tiwari said, he said there needs to be a tactical response as less jingoism. Today you're doing the jingoism.
No, one sec.
You're doing the jingoism.
One sec. No, you're not letting us complete. First question is...
Quickly complete. Let's get the response then.
Is that when Mr. Modi was tweeting it was not political, when we are raising the issue suddenly it becomes political. So first question is...
Now how do you want the Prime Minister to deal with Pakistan?
The Prime Minister should not be campaigning. He should be having a cabinet meeting. He should be organizing a cabinet meeting.
So that's your problem, that he's campaigning?
No.
Is that an issue?
No, and there's no cabinet meeting. There's no defense minister.
How do you know what the government is doing or not doing?
And look at the response. Highest number of violations across the line of control.
You blame our Prime Minister for that?
20,000.
You blame our government for that?
It's not that.
Tomorrow you blame our army for that.
But
tomorrow you blame our generals for that.
The same BJP was telling. Now let's get it. If it's political, the same BJP was blaming the government of India. The same government of India, which was the government of India last year, was fine. And so what I'm saying is,
I find this muscularity, newfound muscularity of the Congress party very interesting. After the pusillanimous foreign policy which you adopted. Rahul Narvekar, 1 second. We'll have to go to the BJP.
Arnab, just because the opposition raises a question, that does not mean that they do not have concern about the security of this country. They are as concerned as the government is or any other individual is.
What is your pointed criticism of the government's response?
The point is the opposition is exactly doing what they are supposed to do.
No, what is your problem with the government's response?
The drawbacks, they are pointing out the lacunas of this government.
What do you want the government to have a flag meeting with Pakistan?
Mr. Modi, when he came to power, had said, I will not allow Pakistan to do what they did while the Congress and the UPA was in power.
Right.
So now Mr. Modi needs to be asked that this was your promise to the nation. What different are you doing? And how differently are you dealing with the situation?
No full-time
to which Mr. Modi has absolutely no answer. Number one.
We saw the BJP raised its hand. Should we give them an opportunity to respond to both of you?
Yes, please.
Sudhanshu Trivedi.
I would like to remind, this was the first instance in the last 10 years when Government of India has stopped a secretary-level talks. Is there any
what's so great? What is so great?
Bilateral dialogue was discontinued during the UPA regime also. And that is no answer to terrorism.
BJP always seems to have done everything the first time. Even the cleanliness campaign was first time. Aadhaar was first time. Come on, Sudhanshu. Everything is a first time.
And it was also Mr. Modi.
For 65 years there was no country.
And you need to be reminded that it was also Mr. Modi.
For 65 years there was no country.
Who was keen on inviting the Prime Minister of Pakistan for his swearing in. So did they think about all these issues then? He promised the nation something, he's not delivered. And that's the fact that he has to face today.
Can I say something?
No, one sec, Sudhanshu.
But it is not fair. I have just spoken a single sentence and everybody is jumping in.
Okay, no, Sudhanshu, only one request is please don't keep saying first time because as if the country didn't exist 65 years yet. Every issue you seem to have done it first time.
Let me complete the sentence.
No, I want to say something
to UPA's policy of what they have done in Sharm el-Sheikh when they said that Pakistan itself is a victim of terror, and what they have done in Havana. When they have said that
least number of LOC violations happened during UPA.
In contrast of that,
the number of LOC violations, Sudhanshu, the number of LOC violations in the past 3 months is the highest. The number of LOC violations in the past 3 months is the highest.
The number of LOC violations in the last year was more than 300.
And it is 350 already.
As per the official record,
335 is 335 now.
In less than 5 months.
In less than 5 months, you have reached 335, boss.
In less than 5 months. Not even half the year.
So you also done the...
As per the official data till July, from June, first 2 months, it was 19 ceasefire.
What official data are you talking about? Is it the Bharatiya Janata Party's official data or the data of the government?
Official data is available till July.
Sudhanshu, the data till October is 335. Last year was 317. You guys are doing a great job of increasing the violations. By December, you will touch 500. What we are trying to say is,
what we are saying today. No, one minute. Just a minute.
Ceasefire violation may not be in your hands. But how have you controlled it? How have you countered it? You've completely
1 minute.
You have completely failed in countering it.
My question.
Let me complete the sentence.
Sir, you completed 2 sentences. So, Mr. Trivedi, my question to you, the Arnab here, can you hear me, Mr. Trivedi? मेरी बात जरा सुनिए. मेरा सवाल बहुत सीधा है आपसे. मेरा सवाल बहुत सीधा है आपसे, सुधांशु त्रिवेदी, सुन लीजिए. You see, Narendra Modi did not waste any time in going after the Manmohan Singh government and the UPA government of its response. He called AK Antony an agent of Pakistan during the election campaign because of AK Antony's statement in parliament. He said, you go in an escape route to the Pakistani government. Now, the Prime Minister says, sab kuch theek ho jayega. Now, my question to you is, how is sab kuch theek ho jayega a response to the situation? You know, if Narendra Modi is going to address 25 rallies during his election campaign and he's addressed several rallies in Haryana, should he not speak to the people of India about the situation vis-a-vis Pakistan in more detail? What is more important, the election campaign or the situation? Let him respond to the question.
He needs to add on and answer something else.
Can he respond to the question, please? You both of you, 1 second. Can him respond to my question here, please?
Mr. Rahul Narvekar and Mr. Ajoy Kumar, let me complete 2-3 sentences.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead. Gaurav Bhatia.
Go ahead.
The answer lies in the statement of our National President, which is shown in your clipping, that during those days the firing was initiated by Pakistan and it was stopped by Pakistan. These days it is initiated by Pakistan, it is finally...
What has been stopped by Pakistan? The ceasefire violations haven't stopped.
Sudhanshu,
what are you talking about?
They're still firing.
No, so one minute. I find it unreal, your argument as well. Watch. Gaurav Bhatia. Mr. Trivedi, 1 minute.
I'm not allowed to complete even one sentence.
No,
I will keep on shouting also.
Sir, there are 2 participants who haven't spoken yet. Why are you on the defensive? Sir, you used to make Pakistan an issue to put the other government on the defensive. Now you're in power. You're being put on.
Exactly. When they're in power, boss, then all the testosterone nationalism is gone, Arnab.
All right, please. There is Gaurav Bhatia also wants to question you on a couple of things. Gaurav Bhatia to Sudhanshu Trivedi. Gaurav Bhatia, please go ahead, Gaurav Bhatia.
I would like to start by saying that for a country, there is nothing more important than the sovereignty of this country. Now, when it comes to this BJP government, time and again, the Samajwadi Party has been saying, can I speak now, Sudhanshu ji? You will get your turn. I think you got your turn. Have the patience to hear.
This was our stand on
Have the patience to hear, Sudhanshu ji.
war. The RSS has given so much of help that on 26th of January,
I think that you will have to just regulate the debate so that others can also make that point.
The facts don't say that at all.
So we are having a 50 years of history of responsibly acting in national
interest. Not at all.
Whenever the conflict with Pakistan came, and this is their stand.
I take your point. Are you going to
let... The country should know this history.
Now, can I...
Miss, no, one second. Let Mr. Gaurav Bhatia come in, please. Gaurav Bhatia.
Arnab, I think for any nation, the sovereignty of the nation comes first.
Right.
The BJP has proven to be a complete failure because they don't have a clear foreign policy, and the Samajwadi Party has been asking them about their foreign policy.
They don't need a full-time defense
which I can suggest,
not to
politicize this issue, but because we also want interest of the nation to be taken care of. First thing is, the country needs a clear-cut foreign policy. Second is, why did Mr. Narendra Modi wait for 5 months to allow the forces to take whatever action was required? Today he has done it. He could have done it 5 months back. And third, the country needs a full-time defense minister, because defense ministry is a very important portfolio. With the Chinese doing whatever they are on the border, the Pakistan ceasefire violations. Don't you think it is the time to have a full-time defense minister so that we can counter China?
Can I ask you one question? No, one second. Can I ask all of you? No, can I ask all of you who are asking about a defense? No, one second. One minute. Full-time, part-time defense minister issue is not the issue.
Defense minister.
Arun Jaitley is the defense minister.
No, but I want to ask a question.
It is.
But first,
Arun Jaitley is the defense minister. Give me a minute. One second. My question.
Because he is also the finance minister.
Exactly.
He's also the finance minister.
No, 1 minute.
Heavy portfolios. When we need a minister who can full-time take care of these problems from China.
1 minute, please. You almost, you know, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia. I appreciate the fact. I appreciate the fact. 1 second. There's a simple answer to Gaurav Bhatia if he chooses to listen. I appreciate the fact this goes on full-time defense minister, So was Mulayam Singh Yadav defense minister and finance minister? No, he was not. He was only defense minister. Was A.K. Antony defense minister and finance minister? No, let me complete. No, he was not. He was only. So my question is simply this, that in November 2011, right, when there were 51 ceasefire violations and the July 13th terror attack happened in Mumbai, please understand, we had a full-time defense minister called A.K. Antony. And it was that year that Manmohan Singh called Yusuf Raza Gilani, the then Prime Minister of Pakistan. He said, Mr. Gilani, you are a man of peace.
No, but 1 second.
No. He said, you are a man. So my point, Suresh Prabhu.
So why have a minister, council of ministers?
No.
The same logic, why have a minister at all?
Is that the issue?
The issue is,
Suresh Prabhu.
No, issue is
you tell me, Suresh.
Only one thing. No, one thing. When the Chinese got in, Mr. Rajnath Singh said, Mr. Rajnath Singh said they came in by mistake. The Chinese Prime Minister, the Chinese President, 1 sec.
1 second, please. 1 minute, please. 1 second. No, I'm going across to Suresh Prabhu.
No, but you need to listen to this.
I will listen to you, sir, but I need to listen to Mr. Prabhu as well. Otherwise, you're going to sideline him throughout the entire discussion. At least he's from the Modi government. Let's hear from him. Sir, your government, Mr. Prabhu, your government is now facing criticism for the ceasefire violations happening. A question asked, why was tough action not taken 5 months back? Is there a clear foreign policy argument that you have here? Is there consistency in the foreign policy of the Modi government that you started by inviting him for the swearing in Nawaz Sharif? And now you appear to have been betrayed by your own trust in the Pakistani government. And a response to your trust is the fact that you want to, before an election, tell the people of this country that we are being very tough with Pakistan. But did you invite this on yourself, Mr. Prabhu? Did you invite this action by the Pakistanis on yourself in a way?
You know, if it is someone's argument that because you was invited for a swearing-in ceremony, there is a firing going on in the border, I think there is no connection. He was invited for a swearing ceremony because he is a member of the SAARC country. All the SAARC countries were invited, and it has been a stated policy of the government of India, not Narendra Modi government alone, but for a long time, that SAARC is a very important institution and we must work with our neighbors, and any country in the world can never say that we don't want to work with the neighbors.
In the background of... No, I'm sorry.
Let him complete. He's speaking late.
Arnab,
Modi government cancelled the secretary level talks immediately. This was the response which was given in a very befitting manner. Earlier, Hurriyat leaders were just at their own will, reached to go and meet the Pakistani leaders anytime they wanted.
But this fighting
then the Pakistan foreign minister or the advisor, national security advisor and advisor of the foreign ministry had to admit that it was a very wrong thing to do, and therefore this was vindicated by what Modi government did.
Now there is fighting on the border, sir. What they are fighting on the border?
What did the Modi government do with the
fighting on the border?
BJP sympathizers who went and met After Saeed. What did Modi government do?
Foreign policy that we want to have good relations with the neighbor. Only the neighbor is also interested to keep and honor their commitment to make sure that India's sovereignty is not in any way compromised. It has been the strongest response ever provided whenever there has been something, and there has been some sort of a response.
No, Mr. Prabhu needs to also tell the nation.
Mr. Modi has now raised the bar.
The nation wants to know.
The Pakistan can be engaging.
Sir, the nation wants to know. Why are we not taking strong action?
So this is something which I think is a very sensible foreign policy.
Suresh sir, the nation wants to know why are we not taking strong action, because they're fighting so that they can infiltrate. Mr. Rajnath Singh said the Chinese came in, it was by mistake.
You know, I'll tell you one thing. Thank you for trying to take over the program. And by the no, one sec. One minute. You don't tell me what the nation wants to know.
You should also try to remember that only you can. Rajnath Singh is Home Minister.
Mr. Trivedi, no, 1 minute. You know what people want to know.
During your time, your leader on record was saying that be strategic, don't go on jingoism. Our leader from Prime Minister to Home Minister is giving a clear-cut categorical
Sudhanshu, they are attacking us. Chinese are getting in. Chinese got in with their president's visit. When you were sitting on, when the Prime Minister was meeting the Chinese president, they got in. Come on, the Chinese got in when the Prime Minister was having a state-level meeting.
The only statement the Prime Minister of this country
can you all not speak together?
You cannot establish by a power by encroaching into someone else's territory.
Just a minute.
The only statement that the Prime Minister
Mr. Narvekar, I want one question for the Congress party before I move on. I think the Congress party must tell us right now, you know, why 250 ceasefire violations happened last year, and at the end of October last year, Salman Khurshid was asked, what are you going to do with Nawaz Sharif?
Okay.
1 minute, let me complete, please. You know, Mawan, let me complete, please, okay? So what did Salman Khurshid say? Salman Khurshid says, give Nawaz Sharif a little bit more time. 1 second. Okay. That is on record. So the question. Salman Khurshid said after 250 ceasefire violation, he says Manmohan Singh wants to trust. Manmohan Singh wants to trust the Pakistani Prime Minister. So my question is, today you are saying the BJP government was gullible. My question. Today you say the BJP government was gullible. Were you gullible then? Today you say the BJP government was naive. Were you naive then?
Let me ask you a question.
Were you naive then?
Let me give you a data.
Did you give Pakistan the benefit of doubt on too many occasions? Did you give Pakistan the benefit of doubt on too many occasions?
Answer it now.
Did you or did you not?
1 second.
No, did you or did you not?
No,
it's a yes or no answer.
No, but it's not a yes or no because
did you give them the benefit of doubt?
You'll have to give me 30 seconds.
For 10 years you gave them the benefit of doubt.
You'll have to give me 30 seconds.
So when was the ceasefire? No, 1 second. When did the ceasefire agreement with Pakistan take place?
So can you let me speak on...
When did it take place?
1 sec.
You tell me which year it took place.
1 sec, yeah.
Which year it took place? When did the ceasefire agreement with Pakistan take place? It took place in 2003. Since 2003 and 2014, the large part of this period has been under your tenure, sir.
1 sec.
Has been under your tenure.
Yes, Arnab. And during
what did you do?
1 sec. The lowest number of ceasefire violations happened during the UPA 9 years. 1 sec.
My God, every year it increased from 51 in 2011 to 251 in 2014.
This year it is 350, and the number in October, the 60 violations which has happened is highest.
Why did you call Yusuf Raza Gilani a man of peace when there were 250 ceasefire violations in 2013?
And you have no answer to BJP who's in government today when the Chinese comes in.
Why did Manmohan Singh meet Gilani on the sidelines of the SAARC summit in 2011?
Arnab, we are not the government today.
So what were you doing when you were in the government?
But why aren't you asking the government?
So you are saying today, your argument today is I may have committed 1,000 murders in the past. Don't ask me about.
I'm saying why aren't you asking the BJP government? Why aren't you asking the BJP government?
I can ask, but do you have the moral right to ask?
No, I have the right.
I have the right to ask. But do either of you have the moral right to ask?
We are the opposition and we are supposed to ask that question.
But what were you doing when you were in power?
What are they doing when
What did you do when you were in power?
What are they doing in government?
Okay, fine. What are they doing?
And when the Chinese are getting in during the heads of state meeting,
you know you're on thin ice out there. You know that you're not on thin ice
because you were saying that the government. Look, you cannot ask. The BJP spent all their life abusing us, Arnab. I am saying be accountable. You're in government today. What are you doing? We are not the government. They are the government.
The answer to your
They are the government, so they have to answer. We lost the elections.
I want Salman Khurshid, if he has the courage, should call this program right now and explain why he said our Prime Minister wants to give Nawaz Sharif a chance.
But why are you not asking the Prime Minister today what is his response?
Prime Minister.
It's a life situation.
When the UPA decided to trust the Pakistani Prime Minister, at that point of time, it was criticized heavily by the Bharatiya Janata Party. The Bharatiya Janata Party has promised something else to this nation, and based on that promise, they have been given the mandate.
Okay,
therefore, it is pointless to ask what happened then. The relevant question is what is happening
today. You are in government, you answer.
What is the answer for that?
Okay, 1 second.
You can't say that, boss. You can't keep blaming Congress for all your problems. You are in government. Now answer, yeah?
Sudhanshu Trivedi. Yeah. Sudhanshu Trivedi is responding. Listen to him.
On the issue of China, Yes, on the issue of China.
I'm not talking about China, talking about Pakistan. Why are you swinging away from the issue?
Prime Minister in the entire history of India-China relationship.
I'm not talking about China
along the side of Chinese Premier and said that we have raised this issue. Of border issue, which was never heard by
this issue was raised by the
1 minute. No, I'm talking.
Second thing, during this
meeting,
our Prime Minister has got Nathula Pass open for Mansarovar
Arnab,
pilgrim.
Can I count?
When was Nathula Pass open after 1962?
Just because you are loud,
just not mean you're right.
Single thing which we have got in favor of India during with China in the last 10 years.
Pakistan?
Even in the entire history of 50 years, if a single instance in which the China has backtracked in favor of India, it was when China forfeited its claim on Sikkim. It was during 2003's Vajpayee's visit.
Sudhanshu ji, the violations are highest in October.
Which managed to get some diplomatic favors in the relationship with the
so my question to you is, sir, your government, 1 second. Okay, Gaurav Bhatia is rebutting you. Gaurav Bhatia, please. Gaurav Bhatia, Sudhanshu Trivedi, please, here on 2 minutes on the debate. Gaurav Bhatia is responding to you.
I think what Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi is saying is completely unacceptable, because finding faults in the UPA government would not help. In fact, there would be no politicization in Samajwadi Party, the first party to support the BJP government that you retaliate.
You have been given the mandate based on your representation.
Get used to being criticized. You have to answer.
Forget criticize. They've got the mandate.
Now you're the government, so now you can't run away. You can't keep saying uski galti hai, boss.
Proceed without a clear foreign policy. And very important is that you consult all political parties, even if you have political differences with them. Because if you do not consult, I don't think your foreign policy would be inclusive. So please discuss the foreign policy with all political parties.
I'm saying, okay, have you all finished? Okay, so one question, 1 minute. Can I make a point? 1 second. To the BJP, I just want to say something here. Please understand, Sudhanshu Trivedi, your government puts out tweets and press releases and gives information and speeches and election speeches on everything, including the Swachh Bharat campaign. It thanks the industrialists who take part in the Swachh Bharat campaign and the celebrities like Amir Khan who participate in the campaign. But then you must speak in as much detail about the ceasefire violations. And besides, to all of you, I want to say, if you finish taking pot shots at each other, I'm sure you're feeling very glorious.
No, not at all.
All of you for your own position. But can there be a political? No, what's it?
Is someone who has absolutely no sentiments towards his nation would be glorified after these attacks.
We condemn Pakistan. Arnab.
My question is there
about taking pot shots at any government?
Gaurav Bhatia, I'm just asking one question. Is there a political unanimity on how to deal with Pakistan or not?
There is.
Is there that the Congress party believes it's time there to give them a befitting reply?
There is, but
is there or not?
Is there is.
That's it.
No, but
then what's the but?
We would like the Prime Minister to we would like the Prime Minister to take this seriously.
And
we would like the government to take it seriously.
We've seen the resolve of this Prime Minister towards this issue. He prefers campaigning in Maharashtra rather than addressing this issue. And the Prime Minister of this country for the last 1 week has been running around in Maharashtra rather than dealing with this issue in New Delhi. That sets across the priorities of the Prime Minister of India. That shows the priorities of the Prime Minister of India.
Just one second.
Only one taking care of what is happening on border.
No. We must be factually correct here.
The PMO, National Security Advisor and Home Ministry.
But National Security Advisor is not the Prime Minister.
Mr. Ajoy Kumar. Mr. Ajoy Kumar. Gentlemen, 1 minute. You see, Dr. Ajoy Kumar.
If any of the union ministers were taken seriously by the Prime Minister, he wouldn't have been overruling their decisions left, right and centre.
Eventually...
NSA deciding on the Pakistan action is very dangerous. It's something which the Prime Minister and the Cabinet has to take.
It is not to say, Ajoy Kumar, that what the NSA is advising, not deciding, goes against the will of the Prime Minister. And I think 3 things need to be kept up as I summarize this. 1, Indian forces have been asked to retaliate very heavily. to a retaliatory attack has hit the Pakistanis, 37 Pakistani border positions, and there have been serious and they've been firing shells overnight, and we have taken a strong position. We have taken a strong position. We are not agreeing to a flag meeting.
But the misconception, and I can't believe what you're saying, because
I think it is
Indian
important.
Army responded similarly in a hard way. It is not the BJP government. It responded last time also. Why aren't you saying that?
Whatever it is, my sincere request to you, Dr. Ajoy Kumar, to Rahul Narvekar, to Gaurav Bhatia, and to all of Sudhanshu Trivedi and everyone is, for God's sake, be with the forces at this time.
Absolutely.
End the politics. Don't drag what is happening in the border into the Maharashtra election campaign. Don't politicize it.
But let there be a leadership from BJP.
Don't politicize it.
But let BJP
the forces are fighting there not for a political party.
I would request the BJP not to politicize every issue like they did in the previous time.
That the Congress and opposition should try to learn
when you politicize last time,
I am asking one question here today. Do politicians squabble with each other in the United States and how to respond to the September 11th attacks, in which 3,000 people died? Do politicians squabble?
You should have asked that question to BJP last time when the UPA government was there. Why did they politicize it?
Well, I think
you can politicize it, but when we raise issues to the Prime Minister, you are suddenly taking a front.
We can debate it. We can debate it, but this should be the end of politicizing it. Keep it out of the campaign. I thank you all very much for joining me on debate number 2 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you. Thank you.